Hello, today I will be opening up a Theros Fat Pack. So this is the original Theros, not Theros Beyond Death. And I'm pretty excited to open this older item. I think this set came out in 2013, and a lot of the chase cards that are still around these days are the original printings of the gods, Elspeth, Sun's Champion, some good rares like Thoughtseize and Nykthos Thrown to Nyx. I think that's actually the most expensive card of the set. But mostly I just open these because it's fun to open such an older product that probably isn't going to be around much longer. And you can see the box is pretty cool on this Fat Pack. And I think these older ones, the way they were structured is they come with 9 packs, a land pack, and then the 2 little boxes. And also the booklet I'll show. So let's look at the booklet. I know what I always look here is they always have lists of 10 coolest cards. And yeah, here it has the gods, Heliod, Thassa, Erebos, Perforos, and Nylea. Then the Elspeth Sun's Champion is one of the best mono-white planeswalkers ever printed. Then there's also Xenagos and Ashiok. And coolest cards, yeah, number 1 I guess is Elspeth Sun's Champion, but Nykthos isn't on the list. And then it has card gallery. I kind of miss these little booklets. I wish they still would have made them. And you got 1 deck box with Xenagos and 1 deck box with Elspeth. Let me put that one together. So let's start with the packs. Theros die. I always collect the dies from the different sets. I think my oldest is my Betrayers of Kamigawa one I have from a Fat Pack that I got as a kid. So, no point really opening the land pack. They don't even give foil lands like they do now. So, start with the packs. Out of the original Theros block, the original Theros set, this is the one that aged the best. And while the other Theros sets, I think Journey to Nyx and Born of the Gods, they're still pretty easy to get. This one's a little bit harder. So, let's see what we can get here. There are some good commons as well. There's the original printing of Gary, and he's printed as, I believe, a common. Oh, there's a foil, and Chained to the Rocks. Enchant mountain you control. When Chained to the Rocks enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Chained to the Rocks leaves the battlefield. So it's pretty cheap, but you kind of need to play it in a specific deck. And a foil Loathsome Cato Plebus. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Maybe that's some kind of Greek mythology. And we get a regular one of these. So, see what kind of, hopefully get some mythics. My last opening last week kind of had a lot of mythics, so I'm not sure if the luck's going to continue. And, oh, that's a great pull. It's one of the chase cards of the set. Thassa, God of the Sea, the original Thassa. So 3 mana, indestructible. And as long as your devotion to blue is less than 5, it isn't a creature. And at the beginning, you get to scry 1. So it's a pretty good card. It's seen some play. I know I've seen it played in like mono blue merfolk decks even before, so for modern. Always cool to look at the art of this set. Magma Jet used to see some play. And Prophet of Krufix. Untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. And you may cast creatures as though they had flash. So it's not too bad. Not sure if it's worth all that much. Let's put the mythics up top. So here's like a fog for 2. Heliod's Emissary, an elk. And a chimera with Evangel of Helia. Oh no, that's an uncommon. And wow! Yes! This fat pack is so good. Elspeth, Sun's Champion. This card still sees play, and it used to see a lot of play, especially in Standard back in the day. It's probably, I think it's still probably maybe up there with Gideon from Zendikar. It's probably one of the best mono white planeswalkers. So for +1, you put 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield, and its minus, which of course can quickly take over a game, and its minus destroys all creatures with power 4 or greater, and then you get an emblem, which gives you creatures you control get +2 and +2 and have flying. So, yep, this is a pretty good fat pack. See if we can get a 3rd mythic though. It's not, maybe not get too greedy. There are good rares here though. There's Thoughtseize and Nykthos. God's Willing. This might have been, I know this was played in Feather decks recently in Standard. I think this was the original printing of it. And there we go. Gary. Grey Merchant of Asphodel. The original printing of him. I'm actually going to put him aside. And as a common, I think this is worth like 50 cents or something, which is pretty good. And Celestial Archon. So it has Bestow for 7. If you cast this card for its Bestow cost, it's an Aura spell with Enchant Creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached to a creature. So flying in first strike, and then Enchanted Creature has +4/+4 as flying in first strike. Probably a little too costly. There are bulk mythics in this set, so it's pretty good to get 2 of the best ones. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell for 1. Doesn't seem too bad. And another Prophet of Krufix. So, unlike the newer bundles, these come with 9 packs only, so I think the best combination they had was when they had the booklet and then would give 10 packs without the deck boxes that really aren't used by anyone, maybe more other than kids. Omen Speaker. Oh, Lightning Strike was in here. A Nymph, and looking at the art, that's not something that's printed these days in MTG. Phalanx Leader. And 100-handed one. So for 4 mana, this is a 3/5 Vigilance, and if you make it monstrous, it has reach and it can block an additional 99 creatures each combat. It's interesting why they would put 99 instead of just it can block all creatures in combat, maybe. But oh, that's right. It's 100-handed one. Another God's Willing. A cat, Nylea's Emissary. Pretty cool art. And Steam Augury. So it's an instant for 4. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library and separate them into 2 piles. An opponent chooses one of those piles and put one into your hand and one into your graveyard. It's an instant. So kind of similar to Fact or Fiction. And last pack with Erebos on the cover. So the Elspeth Sun's Champion and the Thassa made this really good fat pack, so what we get here, it doesn't really matter all that much, but let's see. And Titan of Eternal Fire, so 6 mana. Giant. Each human creature you control has tap 1 mountain. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature or player. And a foil Viper's Kiss. Not a very valuable foil, but it looks pretty cool. So, yeah, this was a pretty good fat pack. Getting Elspeth Sun's Champion and Thassa, God of the Sea, and the original printings of both. It's about as good as you can get. And as a thank you for watching the video, I thought I would share a code. So here's a Theros pre-release code. This could get you 6 packs on Arena if you haven't redeemed it yet. If you haven't redeemed 6 packs yet, or if this code hasn't been redeemed yet as well. Alright, thanks for watching, and until next time.